I want to share with you some pain. I got into real estate in 2004, and immediately I thought, I know what to do. And I spent about $3,000, I believe, it was a couple $1,000, and I mailed to an entire neighborhood. And I think I mailed, Aaron can sell your home. If you want to sell your home, please call me. Nobody called. I think I waited like 30 days. I thought, did that company that I paid that money to, did they even send that out? And after 45 days, it became very clear nobody was going to call me. It was a painful $3,000 down the drain. $3,000 that I could have really used. I didn't have a ton of money then. So I thought to myself, should I do that again? And I thought, no, I'm going to build a website. So I spent $5,000 to build a website. And I had a friend of the family build the website. He built a nice website. And I thought, I know exactly how we can advertise this so that I can get some leads. And we worked on this website for 30, 45 days. And then it went live. And I thought, okay, now the people are going to go to the website and they're going to send emails and they're going to inquire about selling their house. And then we tweaked it. Still nothing. We added advertising. Still nothing. I got nothing. To this day, I never got anything from that website. I was out probably $10,000 on building a website. It was a painful, painful experience. So the next thing I did was I thought, well, my mom's in real estate. I'm going to join her and we're going to work together. That was a horrible idea. My mom, God bless her soul, she's a wonderful woman. But we were driving down the road together in the car, and she is the driver and I'm the passenger. And she says, hold the steering wheel. And she looks to get in the back seat. And she says, I know there's a flyer here for that house. I'm going to find that flyer and we're going to go and see that house. I had no idea why we were going to see that house. And I'm trying to drive with one hand while she's digging for the flyer in the back seat and thinking, this is scary. I don't know why we're going to look at a house that's already on the market. We need to get our own houses and put them on the market. Shortly thereafter, the team concept of Aaron and Aaron's mom ended. So there was no more team. I was pretty well distraught on real estate after the interaction with mom in the early days of real estate. So what did I do? I bought a bunch of books. How many people have bought a lot of books on something and tried to become good at it? Well, what do all the books on real estate and how to build a real estate business, what do they say to do? They say, get all the expired listings. Have you heard this one before? Get the expired listings and call them the minute that they expire and you want to become their friend and put your arms around them and love them and show them that you know exactly what to do. So I was right there. This is an honest to God story. The first day I called expired listings, I called a woman, sweet woman. She says, I don't know why you're calling me. My house is never going to sell. And I said, look, I will sell your house. I want to sell your house. She says, no, I already relisted it with the agent, but I really appreciate you. You sound like you have a lot of energy and you really know what you want to do with sales, but I already listed the house. I said, well, can you cancel that listing and then list the house with me? I was so new, I didn't even know that this was a no-no. My broker calls me a few hours later and says, Aaron, we have a complaint here in our office about you. And I said, a complaint about what? He said, did you call a lady about an expired listing? And I said, I sure did. And she said, well, her agent has filed a complaint with the multiple listing service, and now you and I need to go to a disciplinary hearing. So a week later, I went to a disciplinary hearing. I didn't list one house from an expired listing. I got no money off of trying to get an expired listing on the market, but I guess what I did get? $1,000 fine from the MLS. $1,000. So I was out money for a neighborhood mailing. I was out money for building a website. I was out money for a fine for a disciplinary no-no with the MLS. And I joined my mom trying to build a real estate business with my mom, and I almost died. That was my start into real estate. I wanted to quit. I really wanted to quit. I didn't want to do it anymore. What propelled me to greatness eventually, to sell over 500 homes and have a 20-year career in real estate? One thing did. Coaching. I got a coach. He stuck with me for 8 years. We built a sphere of influence. We built a database. I went on to have other coaches, but that coach got me headed in the right direction. And as soon as I got a little taste of success, I wanted more success. And I say, let's do more. Let's go further. I got mentorship, and mentorship kept me in the game. And it gave me some success. And as soon as I had success, I got confidence. When I got confidence, I wanted to do more. You need to have mentorship in your life. It's the number one thing that can propel you to greatness. Now, look, I run a coaching company. And if you want help from somebody who sold over 500 homes, I have a lot of respect for so many people in the real estate coaching world. The Brian Buffinis of the world, the Tom Ferrys of the world, the Rick Rubies of the world. There are a lot of great coaches in real estate. A lot. I don't know how many of them can say that they actually sold over 500 homes. I don't. I think that's my competitive advantage. If you need help, we have a ton of different levels that you could choose from to join and get in coaching, get the direction you need to get you to where you want to go. I promise you, if it doesn't work out for you, I will give you your money back. I don't want your money if it doesn't work for you. Get on my calendar, click a link, send me an email, or fill out our application for coaching. But I want to talk to you about where you're at right now. What are your struggles? Maybe you're a seasoned real estate agent and you're still selling 20 houses a year. Maybe you want to get to that 30. Maybe you want to get to that 40. Maybe you want to stop saving 20 grand a year and you want to start saving $50,000 or $100,000 a year so that you can get to that place where you could say, I'm done with real estate. I want to do something different with my life. If that's you, click the links below, get on my calendar, and let's talk about this. Aaron Harrington, owner, Agent Mastery Coaching. Have a great day.